So the next thing we're going to talk about is our direct outreach strategy. So our direct outreach strategy is intended for those potential clients that we don't yet know. It's different than our networking strategy. And in our direct outreach strategy, there are 4 principles that we follow. They are, first, we don't want to be the noise that interrupts our quiet, so we don't spam. Secondly, we avoid sending messages out that break down. Thirdly, we use the vital outreach approach to ensure that our messages are acted upon. And fourth, we create a book yourself solid list of 20 to reach out to, track our efforts, and then follow up. So first, let's talk about spam. To get clarity on that, any kind of unsolicited outreach that is marketing in its very nature is spam. In Book Yourself Solid, we just don't start the conversation that way. If we take that approach, our message is broken down. Secondly, how do we send messages that do not break down? We want to be vital, valued, valuable, and legitimate when we show up. We use our social intelligence to help inform us of the behavior that would be appropriate when we use this strategy. And we're always looking for what we are going to bring to the interaction. Otherwise, if we're looking at what we're going to get out of the interaction, it will break down. Thirdly, we use the vital outreach approach to ensure that our messages are acted upon. We do this by making sure that our messages are valuable, individualized, targeted, and legitimate. We have to think about these things so that as we reach out individually through a very targeted and legitimate message, we are crafting messages and offerings that are valuable to the people that we would be reaching out to. And so that the message would mean something, so that the people that we're reaching out to would have a greater likelihood to eventually land at our foundation and further investigate whether we are valuable to them. Finally, we create a list of 20 people that we do not yet know, but that we would like to know. And we start with whatever we have. If we only have 5, then we start there. And we reach out to one person each day. We reach out by sending, again, a note, an email. We can call them. We could comment on their blog. We could comment in a social media forum. We write them a note. And in this, we don't ask for anything. We don't pitch them. We simply share something with them, or maybe even about them, that we think is interesting. We share how we feel and also what we know. Once we have developed a solid relationship with them, we move them from our list of 20 into our network of 90. This is the beginning of a potential continued conversation. This is a different type of direct outreach than is taught in some historical and more traditional models. We start with number 1 and we move through the list. If we start to develop a relationship with this individual, they move off of our list of 20 and again into our network of 90. If there's someone that you want to know but you're not quite sure how to get to know them, you can figure out creative ways to get their attention. But again, the intention is not to be manipulative or expect anything in return. Over time, we might, as we develop a relationship with them, ask them how we could be of assistance to them or help them with something without expecting anything in return. So in review, our direct outreach strategy is that we do not spam. We are not adding to the noise of their day. We avoid sending messages that break down by asking for things from people that we don't know. We use the vital outreach approach. Our messages are valuable, targeted, individualized, and legitimate. And then we create a list of 20, reach out to them, track our progress, and follow up. And we, again, do this every day. And that is our direct outreach strategy.